Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick overview of how you would check the audit history on an HR case. So, if you go to the HR case table, and let's say you open up just any of these random cases, we're going to pick this one by, it was assigned to Kimberly Bueno here, and of course you have to have admin to do this, and you check the records, you'll see, I'm going to make a couple of brief changes. So the description here is this is what happened. Notice the source is in person. We're just going to make a couple quick changes. So we're going to change the source to phone. And then we're going to change this is what happened to actually, no, this is what happened. And we're going to save that. And after I show you how audit works, I'm going to show you where you enable audit. So if you right click at the top of the record and you go down to history here, you'll see list. Any table in the ServiceNow platform that has audit enabled, you're going to see list here. You'll also see calendar. And I'll quickly go over calendar, but I prefer list. So if you go into the calendar, you'll see a layout. It first summarizes the latest changes, and if you scroll down, you'll notice that on like a day of the month or whatever, and you'll see it. It's kind of nice, but and you can hover over it and you can see what it was before and what it became. I personally don't like this, but if you like it, fine. It's kind of personal preference. But let's go back and I'll show you why I like the list view better. So let's right click again and we'll go down to history list, and you'll see a nice neat layout as you scroll down, and you can sort by updated time. You'll notice right here at the top though, we got source, what was in person, and then it became phone, and it was updated by Dave itself at 9:21 a.m. Also, you'll notice down here my time was 8:21. It goes by the time of where the instance is set up at. So Two Sigma's headquarters is in New York. That's Eastern Standard Time, so that's the time frame that we get. You'll also see here that the description changed from this is what happened to actually no, this is what happened. Same thing. So it's keeping track of it tracks every single field on the table, so it doesn't care what field it is. Another brief thing, another brief thing I can show you guys. So if this record was created by an integration, so for example, and I don't want to show HR profile because there's sensitive information on it, but in the HR profile table, you'll see that the updated by is system, and that means that the record was created or updated by an integration, meaning that the system did that update or made that change to the record. But again, just like every other thing in the platform, it will keep track of exactly what was changed and when. So now let's get into how do you set audit. So again, you have to be an admin to do this. Any table that you're in, but for right now, in this example, we're in the HR case table. Actually, we're technically in the HR life cycle event table, which is an extension of the case table. You'll go into configure, and you'll whip down here to dictionary, and you'll see top here, collection. If you click on the collection, this is the collection of all the columns in the table. You'll notice that we have audit clicked here. That's where you enable audit on the table. You'll also notice that I'm not in that right scope, so that's the thing where the admin needs to make sure they're in the correct scope to enable this. And then if they want to move that up into test and prod, again, they'd have to make sure they're in the correct scope. So I'm not going to do it in this example, but that's where you would set it. All right, so that is a brief overview of how audit works in the ServiceNow platform. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.